Stealing is my way of life. It sets me free in the night.
Some of the small additions that we added to the franchise is the swoop, among others. Swoop is a small dash you can use to go between shadows. You can use it go backwards. It's kind of just like a small a movement addition to it. I think that's that's actually my favorite feature. We also have the focus, which is kind of the player's ace card, and it means that in certain conditions you can speed up the reflex time of Garrett and do things a little faster and be more active. So it's kind of a fallback strategy. And for the old Thief fans, this is completely disableable through the menu. Even we talked about having a really old school mode that we can just disable all these additional things. So I think those are the kind of things that really bring Thief to give it a modern feel to it. But we really wanted to keep that core essence of what a Thief game is. And then the immersion and the graphics is something as well that kind of comes with the expectations of a next generation game.
Let's be find what I most
I think one of the important things that kind of differentiates Thief from all the other games is you can go in guns blazing, but they're going to cost you. And what I mean here is that if you could do it once, but the next time you're going to have low health, you're going to have no more ammunition left in your arrows, and you're like, okay, I don't have any more that option anymore, and you have to revert back to some of the strategies, some of the strengths of Garrett, which is working from the shadows. So you gain most from you working from the shadows, independently if you're aggressive or not. You just want to go through, steal everything there is, and move on. Nobody ever noticed anything, but they're all poor now. That's up to the player to decide. If you want to take out all the guards, and nobody noticed that all their friends were missing, that's also a play style. So for us, it's more about you set a scenario, we give you a set of tools and options, and you decide how you want to deal with it.
The tools that arm me.
So we have different parts of the game. We have missions that are narratively driven, as you saw in the demo we're presenting today here at E3. There's a garden area, which is pretty open. There's multiple paths getting into the barricaded manner. Several ways. You might have found the secret ones and stuff like that. So it's more this multipathing. There's options within the environment. How do you progress through the environment itself without having to be geographically? So there's kind of these meta levels of different ones. So other parts of the game are more open, open free roaming areas like the city hub, which enables side quests and more kind of do whatever you want and do what a thief would do in a city.
But think again, because when I want
we want to go for a mystical level of esoteric flavor. Compared to the old ones, it did get very magical, and we want to keep that toned down to keep that immersion, and then we start introducing it slowly as the mystical layer on top of everything. We want to keep it down to earth, and I think that's something that will help players keep the immersion.
I am Garrett.
We really wanted to make Garrett feel like the Garrett from the old games. He is an iconic character, and he's an anti-hero. And he's kind of this funny, dry humor kind of thing, and I think he brings a lot to the game. Some games, they have the projection kind of characters where you have they never say anything, and you just kind of project yourself into them. This game gives you an opportunity to play a character that's very different from all the other games, all the other heroes. He's not a hero, right? He doesn't do it to save the world. He does it because, it's got good pay in it, right?